my gosh. What
Jesus. Paul, you're looking a little tense out there.
Yeah, I feel tense, man.
You know, I think you just need to relax. Go to your happy place.
Yeah, you're right, okay. Happy place.
Better?
Better.
Welcome to Los Angeles, California, a concrete playground whose schoolyards, handrails, and ditches help progress skateboarding to the incredible level witnessed today. No other group of skateboarders embodies that progression more than the 8 SLS pros competing here. They battled through one of the most competitive seasons in SLS history to earn a spot in today's Super Crown World Championship. All vying for the biggest prize purse in skateboarding, with $150,000 for first place, and more importantly, the most elite title in the game, becoming the 2016 SLS champion. Who will be the one to come out on top? You're about to find out. We're at the Galen Center in Los Angeles. This is the first time the SLS Super Crown World Championship has been held in LA, and this sold-out crowd cannot wait for this to start. Hey everybody, I'm Paul Zitzer alongside legendary skateboard pro Jeff Rowley and two-time Skater of the Year and 2013 Super Crown champ Chris Cole. Now, tonight this is the biggest contest in skateboarding. So much pressure out here, Chris. You've been here, you've done it. What's it like to come out and try to perform at the highest level?
It's nerve-wracking, but the winner is going to be the guy who has less nerves, okay? So he's got to take it slow. He has to rely on his skill, know that he has the tricks. He's done them a million times over, and just not look at all the other guys and worry about what they've got. Just worry about what he's got, you know, and also make adjustments on the fly. I mean, they didn't get here overnight. They didn't get here by accident. They're all the best, and they have to risk getting 8th in order to get first.
All right, so based on practice and what you've seen so far, who do you think has it?
I mean, if I got to talk about dudes, I'm going to talk about P-Rod, okay? He's my first. He's been out there, and he's just been crushing it in practice. And I had the pleasure of skating with him before the contest and watching his discipline and how many times he went over the 5 tricks that he wants to do in this contest. It was inspiring. Secondly, I have to talk about Shane O'Neill. I mean, Shane he's been killing it this entire weekend, just doing tricks that nobody can even touch, okay? So if he fires out those tricks, no one can beat him, and that's it.
Yeah, some good points, Chris. I'm looking at Luan Oliveira. I mean, last year he had such a heavy year. He won 3 of the 4 SLS events, and this year he's been a little bit slower. He hasn't been quite getting the high scores on the runs or the single tricks like we saw in past, but that puts him in the underdog position, and he likes being in that position. That's when he really blossoms, and that's when you see him at his best. So, I mean, we've all seen the ability that Luan has, but we haven't quite seen that performance this year so far. And that puts him in a pretty good position, I would say. And then you have Nyjah. I mean, what can you say about this guy? The guy can adapt to any course you throw at him. Technical, gnarly, burly, you name it. He can adapt, and he can do well in it. But I really think he's going to have to go out of his comfort zone to win today. He's going to have to really push that limit.
So we are moments away from seeing the top 8 skateboarders in the world go to work. But first, let's see how we got here in the Look Back presented by PacSun. It's the 22nd annual Tampa Pro. Never seen anything like it. Shane O'Neill just won Tampa Pro.
We are here in Barcelona, Spain. A beautiful backdrop and an amazing permanent skate park. Shane O'Neill, everyone, our 2016 SLS Pro Open champion.
We're in Munich. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Paul Rodriguez, your champion here at the 2016 SLS Nike SB World Tour Munich stop. We are at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Chris Joslin is officially in the Super Crown. Nyjah Huston, you're insane. Putting the icing on an absolutely incredible finish here in New Jersey, getting his first win since 2015. We'll see you in LA. And here are tonight's Super Crown skaters. Nyjah Huston, the 2012 and 2014 champ. Shane O'Neill with wins in Tampa and Barcelona so far this year. Paul Rodriguez, the Chris Cole pick, the vet looking for his first championship. And Luan Oliveira, Jeff's pick. We also have Tom Asta and Ryan Decenzo, both veterans in the league looking for their first wins in the Super Crown. And then, of course, Cody Mack and Chris Joslin, the rookie and SLS pick in his first ever Super Crown, and he could win it. All right, let's talk about how this contest breaks down. These are the basics. There are two sections to Street League, the run section and the best trick section. Each skater gets two 45-second runs and then 5 best trick attempts anywhere on the course. The top 4 scores overall count regardless of section. Those are the basics. Taking a look at this beautiful SLS course. And let's throw it down to the 4th member of our broadcast team, Andrew Cannon, who has more on it. What do you got, Andrew?
We are down here on this amazing course right now. The whole course is symmetrical, so it's the same for both goofy and regular, and the guys are all saying they really like it. Now, we're watching them in practice earlier today, and these guys are skating really, really technical. So today, it's all gonna come down to who can stay on their board when it really counts. For more on the course, let's take a look at the Nike SB Streetscape. This Super Crown course is our most user-friendly course in the SLS history, with a healthy mix of skatable wedges, transition, gaps, and rails. We start things off on the right side with these big banks that head down into a variety of choices. We have the flat ledge that goes into the bank, and then on each side we have the hubbas that go down the long 4-stair. Each of these hubbas is 9.5 feet long, but the perfect length for rad tech tricks. Then, moving on to the middle, we have our bump over flat on both sides of the course, and each one of those leads to our across and down rails. Then, right in the middle, we have the big bump to flat, 16 feet long. We're gonna see big flip tricks and big scores. On each side, we have long 4-stairs with mellow rails going down them. Finally, on the far side of the course is the quarter pipe with a bank tombstone in the center, a good opportunity for skaters with transition skills to pick up some extra points. And that is our Super Crown course.
So this is it. The crowd is psyched. We're inside the Galen Center for the 2016 Nike SB Super Crown, and we are ready to skate. Chris Joslin, first skater in, the rookie and SLS pick. He's had a crazy year. He's coming off a 2nd place at the last event in New Jersey.
And here he goes in. A lot of speed, so I guess he's, yep, gap to whip slide. That thing's pretty long, and you're really not sure whether the wax is going to be there or not. Wow. A risky kickflip front crook in the middle of your run, man. There's a lot to go wrong there.
Coming out swinging.
Yeah, it comes out swinging always.
Whoa! Wow!
Gap to whip.
Way to set a standard, right? Way to set a standard right off the bat.
I mean, that is so far away. And I don't know anybody else that would have done that in their run.
Look at how many tricks he got in, Chris.
And he's still going. Yeah, this is insane. You know, what people don't understand is how fatigued you get out there, man. That's a long 45 seconds, but he just crushed it, man. He just crushed it. Here he is, just, oh, it started to slip out. Did you see the whip slide started to go at the very end? A good front tail to a quick tray flip right there. He might have the best tray flip in the whole game. I mean, nobody does it like him.
Chris Joslin coming out on fire, gets a 9.0 in his first run, in his first Super Crown. That is huge.
That was incredible. What a good score. That's what you want to be sitting on going into these finals.
Yes, you do. All right. Cody McEntire coming in. This is his second year in SLS. Needs a 9.1 to take the lead.
Oh, starts off with a nice nollie big spin. Probably the most regular trick we see him doing. And there's that backside kickflip, switch 180. Cody's going to have to really step up those single tricks, along with the tricks in the runs too, to be a contender to win for this one, because he hasn't hit a 9 club yet. And then for him, he's going to have to really step his game up. A little bit shaky on this first run. Quick back tail, doesn't even bother to go up the other bank, just gets one more trick in. Oh, wow. Nice work.
Yeah.
And that is time for Cody Mack.
What do you think the judges are going to score it?
6.9. That's going to put him in second place. So how does this contest get judged? Overall score calculated from 5 judges. Highest score per attempt is 10. Highest possible score overall is a 40, because the overall score is based on 4 highest scores. Now, here's the criteria. Execution of tricks, variety, continuity of run, degree of difficulty, and of course, originality and style. That's key in skateboarding. We want tricks to look cool. So let's talk about this pylon on the left-hand side of your screen. Here's how it goes. Below the skater's name are the run section and best trick attempt tabs, where each skater's past scores are posted. The top 4 scores will be in gold and the drop scores in gray. Below that is the leaderboard. The current skater's name will be highlighted in yellow. After a skater locks in a score in each runner attempt, their name will be in gray until they skate again, and the leaderboard will update after every single score. Finally, at the bottom tab, it tells you what score a skater needs to take the lead. If the skater cannot take the lead during that attempt, it'll give the average score the skater needs in the remaining attempts to take the lead. So there's a lot there, a lot to digest. Ryan Decenzo coming in next. We've seen 9.0 already, and Canada on the course.
Nice nose blunt slide, start things off. Gapping out of the tranny. Setting up for that bronze-side transfer, just gets away from him. Didn't quite get that body in the position he wanted it to pull away. Nice smiles and good hustling. There's that tail slide. I wasn't sure if he wanted to take that to grind. Oh, a little shaky start for Ryan. Get rid of some of those cobwebs. Just gonna have to speed it up to get that one more trick in for the buzzer. Looks like he's setting up for the big kicker.
That is after time. The rule is you have to pop your tail before the buzzer for the trick to count.
A little bit of a shaky start for Ryan for what we're used to seeing from him. He's usually very confident and very consistent.
His score is in, a 5.2, only good enough for 3rd place out of the 3 skaters who've gone so far. Next in is going to be Tom Asta. He's been in SLS for 5 years, and this is his first ever appearance in the Super Crown.
Yeah, Tom is from my hometown on the East Coast, Langhorne, Pennsylvania. Coming out swinging. He's really just a, wow. He's a skate rat, and it shows. Nollie heel flip, crooked grind in his run. Tom does incredible tricks in his run, and a lot of times it's really risky, but during this finals, I mean, nobody's going to post weak scores. You really have to come out swinging like Joslin just did.
That's right, Chris. And actually, with Tom Asta, when he does well, it's when he puts together a good run.
Absolutely, and right now he is doing that with a switch heel flip frontside board slide on that rail. Nobody's doing that in their line. A little risky with the back tail backside flip. I mean, a guy could have gone before him and just taken the wax off of that thing, and then your wheels stick, and that's what you get. But man, that run was impressive. I mean, those are tricks that you reserve for video parts. 7.3, not bad.
It's a good score, moving him into second place. There's a shot of the leader, Chris Joslin, sitting on a 9.0. So, we're going to be back with the top qualifiers into the Super Crown right after this. Stick around. The SLS Nike SB Super Crown World Championship is brought to you by Nike SB and in part by GoPro, the world's most versatile camera, and by PacSun, official retailer of Street League skateboarding. Welcome back to the SLS Nike SB Super Crown World Championship. We're inside the Galen Center. And for a closer look at this beautiful course, here's the GoPro course preview with Leticia Buffoni and our leader, Chris Joslin.
What's up? I'm Leticia Buffoni.
I'm Chris Joslin.
This is a GoPro course preview.
2016 Super Crown.
Let's get it.
We got this stretch 4-stair hubba, pretty long, not too high. Nice height for any kind of trick you want to do.
And this is my favorite one, the bump to ledge. It's one of my favorite obstacles. And there's the rails, small rails.
Damn, on these small rails, these things are kind of big. So the rails are square this time. It's a little different.
This one looks fun.
I'd say I like to skate it a lot of different ways. Just going up, doing stalls, going up, doing these alley-oops from the quarter pipes into the bank. You'll be seeing a lot of those this weekend.
Kind of want to do like frontside ollie to the bank. It looks really good.
This is a bank. You can do tricks to fakie on it, or launch to flat, or land into that bank. You got plenty of options. It's a pretty far gap to that rail.
So far, that's going to be insane.
Someone's going to do it for sure.
That's it for the GoPro course preview. Now we're going to hit the practice.
And we are in the run section here in the Super Crown. And Chris Joslin came out swinging, putting down the first 9 of the night, first and only 9. And now we have our top qualifiers. This is Jeff's pick, Luan Oliveira. Here he comes.
Nice snapping 360 flip into a quick crook fakie. That solid switch 360 kickflip, such a unique style too, Luan. And we know that when Luan does well and he wins the event, it's when he puts together great lines. When he puts together good runs, you know he's on point. Oh! Switch frontside kickflip. There's that kickflip disaster. Just winging it, crossing over the course too a lot. You don't see that a lot, do you, Chris? A lot. Like in the run section, you don't see guys crisscrossing.
No, they don't go that far. Wow, he almost made that. He put together an incredible run, man.
It's a great start for Luan.
So a 7.9 moves him right up into second place over Tom Asta, but still behind Chris Joslin. And next in, Paul Rodriguez, one of 4 skaters with 3 SLS wins, 3 or more wins. And he is in. He's looking for his first Super Crown win.
Look at him. He's so pro. I mean, how many events this guy has been in, and he's always a force to be reckoned with. You know he's got the tricks. It's just, is he going to put them together today? Wow, switch backside Smith grind. I mean, his switch game is just what everybody's aspiring to be like, you know? He really, he's the kids and the pros' inspiration, especially when it comes to switch.
Well, he was the first to really make the switch look like regular too, right? You didn't know which way he was going.
And there you see it right there.
See that switch kickflip frontside board slide? He's the first one that started pointing his shoulders out and opening up to the switch flips instead of switch flipping like a fakie kickflip, still facing backwards.
And that is time for P-Rod.
I mean, and here you see it just opened up. It just looks like a regular Smith grind, but it's switch. Make no mistake. And there you go. Just articulate switch flip. Straight into the switch flip front board. Man, he did that perfect.
So Paul Rodriguez with an 8.0. He moves into second place. 1 full point behind Chris Joslin. Shane O'Neill on deck. Had 2 wins this year. Has not done as well in the last 2 events.
But he didn't have to, did he?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. Look at him. He just seems to float out there. He seems to decide when gravity's going to work, like that crooked grind nollie flip right there. He just decides when it takes hold and just floats around up there. He's got some hustle, man. He wants to win. He took a page out of P-Rod's book and started doing the switch flips and everything, opening up, and just has such an incredible articulated foot. I think as far as skill goes, he has the most skill of any skater ever. And there it is. There you show it. Big spin backside tailslide on a rail in a run. Look at it. Here it comes. Look, it's so easy to hit your tail on the way up, especially on that grippy concrete. You know, whipping your tail around, it doesn't spin the same.
His score is in, 8.2. Now Shane moves into second place. Chris Joslin fending off one skater after another. And now the last skater of run number 1, Nyjah Huston, the 2012 and 14 champ.
Starting off with full speed combo. Wow, cab front board. Quick flip trick. Quick back tail.
I mean, if anybody can put together a line, it's this guy.
That's right. On any course, too.
Yep. Wow.
And he's coming off the fresh win in New Jersey, too, so he's got a lot of confidence. He knows he can still do it because he had, I think, 6 events before that where he didn't take the win. And out of all the guys here today, out of the 30 events, I think 28 of those, he's been on the top 3 spot. There's that gap to lip slide. Wow.
I think he's done the most
kickflip. Definitely the most tricks, because getting as many in as he can. He's another professional. He knows exactly what he's doing.
How's that going to measure up against Joslin's 9? 8.5. So a beautiful run, but not quite enough.
There's that backside 5-0, whips it around, frontside 180. Setting up for the next trick. Gets a good pop on that frontside half cab flip. A little bit of flap on the front foot, but it makes no difference. And then there's that gap to lip slide. Like nothing. Walk in the park.
Skate in the park.
Skate in the park, that's right. We do skate in the parks.
So our SLS pick and rookie pro skating in his first ever Super Crown, Chris Joslin, current leader, will be back with run number 2 after this. Welcome back to Los Angeles, the birthplace of skateboarding itself. Home to legends like Eric Huston, Guy Mariano, Lance Mountain, Paul Rodriguez, and on and on and on. We're inside the Galen Center. We are off to an amazing start. Chris Joslin getting a 9 in his first run ever in a Super Crown, closely followed by Nyjah Huston and Shane O'Neill. And then P-Rod, Luan, Tom Asta rounding out the top 6. And Chris Joslin coming back in for his second run, and he's already the monster making the cut winner for making the Super Crown. And now here we see him just coming out on fire. There we go again. Joslin.
Man, that first run was impressive. Look at how big that gap is.
16 feet.
Look at that. That was another trick he does incredibly well is a backside kickflip, and any variation of a backside kickflip. Backside heel flip, doesn't matter what it is. Man, he's coming out swinging again, man. Already has a 9 under his belt and just chomping away. That really impresses the judges, too, to come out swinging straight out of the gates, especially a rookie pro.
He's left my jaw just dropped watching him not know. It's exciting.
You know, and it's not just how many tricks you get down, it's which tricks you get down. And the difficulty on all the things he's doing, like that back three. And the crowd reacts.
Yes, they do. That was amazing. No falls. Chris Joslin.
Man, look at that frontside ollie. That's the biggest channel gap that we've had at Street League. That is massive.
And he gets a 9.2 on his second run.
Yeah, well deserved.
2 9 clubs in a row. Look at that back three.
Man, look at that. Just chomping away. 9 clubs in your run, man. That's a lot of tricks to have to do to get in the 9 club, but that was well deserved. What do you think?
Oh, it was fantastic, wasn't it? I mean, the crowd, listen to the crowd. They're going nuts. They don't know what's just happened.
First place out here tonight is good for $150,000, and Joslin is going for it. And Cody Mack is in for run number 2.
Cody is really going to have to step it up. Starts it off with the same trick as the last run. Imagine dropping in right after that Chris Joslin run. You'd be going, what am I going to do, man? I need 3 legs, you know? But
we've never seen back-to-back 9s in the run section ever. I mean, what is going on out here?
Crowd is freaking out. That's what's going on out here, man. I'm freaking out. I'm trying to keep it calm so the viewers at home don't get just me shouting in their ear.
So Evan Smith was the only other skater this entire year to get a 9 in a run. He had a 9.3, did it once. Yeah, so here we go. Chris Joslin changing the game.
It's like Cody said, no, that will be after the buzzer. Probably lost that motivation there, right? He knew right when he was about to take off that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, that's tough when the crowd is just going nuts, and then it's your run, and it just, yo.
Yep.
Ryan Decenzo coming in next. The Red Dragon from Canada. His best ever SLS finish is a 4th place. He can do better.
He can definitely do it. I mean, Ryan's super talented skateboarder, and we do know him for the bigger, gnarlier tricks that he does. Not quite as technical as some of the other guys out here today, but he makes up with that with burliness, doesn't he? Usually, you give him the opportunity, he'll take it. Misses that switch 270 to board, hangs in there. Doesn't lose too much speed on that one. Oh. Yep, that rhythm. Once the rhythm goes, it's hard to get it flow back, and the momentum and the physics come into play, right, Chris?
Yeah, just, I mean, you really just have to keep your speed in order to go the next trick that he planned out.
Half and half run there for Ryan. Some bangers in there and then some bails.
So Decenzo with a 5.7, good enough for 2nd place for now. I have a feeling that's not going to hold for long. And on deck, Tom Asta, skating in his first Super Crown. This guy has really impressed us this year. This is his best year by far. How much of his skating comes from you, Chris?
You know,
to claim responsibility?
No, not at all. I mean, he skated in his driveway just every single day, this flat bar, and just, you know, he's out on the East Coast, and he has less parks. He actually doesn't even have a handrail at any park that he can skate. So when he comes out here and he does tricks on hovers and handrails, he doesn't have that at home. He's winging it, straight winging it.
Sounds like he needs a TF.
Right?
Yeah.
I've been talking about that for a long time. But man, he just does it so smooth, like that kickflip nose grind right there. I mean, he just does it in a way that it just makes the pros all fans. Like, that's the way the trick was supposed to be done.
He's got great style, Tom. Very smooth, too.
For behind-the-scenes access and news for all things SLS, follow us on Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram at SLS. So there is our current leader once again, Chris Joslin, on fire out here. And when we come back, Luan, Oliveira, and the rest of the top Super Crown qualifiers So stick around. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the SLS Nike SB Super Crown World Championship. And here are our current standings. Chris Joslin way out on top with an 18.2, 2 nines in the books, followed by Tom Asta, Ryan Decenzo, and Cody Mack. Those final 4 skaters have yet to take their second runs, however. And Luan Oliveira on deck. Now he's in 8th place. His first run score was a 7.9. That's a great score. So he's done really well, but he's still in 8th out of 8.
I know, the level's definitely been up so early on in this finals. Luan working on those combinations, a switch 360 flip. Looks like he's taken a similar route somewhat, switched it up a little bit, and that's what's exciting about Luan, is he does switch up his runs and he switches up his tricks just on a whim. You don't know when it's going to happen. That's why the crowd likes him, and that's why he's one of the crowd faves. Clean switch frontside kickflip. Backside kickflip. Again, that was definitely not anything that he planned on doing. I do believe that was just completely freestyle.
It's good enough to wing it.
He's great at it.
So he needs a 6.3. Gets a 6.7 to move into 2nd place. All right, so Joslin just out of reach right now for all these guys. Skated too good. Paul Rodriguez on deck. This is his 6th Super Crown appearance in a row.
Wow.
How heavy is that? How about this, though? He's never podiumed in a Super Crown.
Hey, you know why? It's because what I said earlier, man. You got to risk getting 8th in order to get 1st, and he understands that. He's already in the finals.
Right.
He doesn't need to, you know, scrape by to make TV time. He's already here. So he's just out there. He's just ripping. Look at that switch flip front board, just as good as last time. I mean, he's so good, man. He's so good, and he has that self-drive. Oh. Nollie crook attempt, went into Nollie no slide. Man, it happens.
One of those guys too, Chris, right? That he's such a good face for skateboarding. You know what I mean? Such a good inspiration for young kids. Great skateboarder, great person all around.
Yep. And he has that self-drive, you know. Skateboarders, they set their own self-goals, and this guy wanted to be great, and that's why he's great.
So P-Rod needs a 6.7 for 2nd place. Gets a 6.5, not quite, but still good enough for 3rd. He doesn't seem happy with it, but he has high standards. We know that.
Absolutely. It's going to come into those best tricks anyway, other than Joslin, who just posted 2 nines.
All right, Shane O'Neill. So he usually depends on his run scores because he's inconsistent in best trick, so he needs this. Needs to come in hot.
I mean, he's only inconsistent in the best trick because he aims so high. I mean, when you're doing crooked grind nollie flips in your line, yeah, the best trick's going to be psycho. This dude is totally mental as well. When he gets out there, he thinks all of the tricks he's going to do, they're just not good enough. And we're like, hey man, throw them my way. Give me some of those moves. I'd love to have them. And he's just floating around out there, he's having a good time. Big spin back tail, perfect. Absolutely perfect. And he's doing unique tricks, man. Big spin back tail in the line. Nobody else is trying that in their line.
That's right. It's because not many people can really do it, though, right? Because of the level. The level is so high.
And that's why they're not trying. Here he is, big spin back tail. Sets up. I mean, it can hit the side of the rail so easily.
Nine Club! What's up?
There it is.
Shane O'Neill.
Posting a 9. Posting a 9 in the line.
Wow. Shane O'Neill moving up into 2nd place behind Chris Joslin, just 1.1 points. Woo. We've already seen 3 nines tonight. And here's the 9 Club master. He has 37 nines in his career. So,
wow.
Nyjah Huston.
Well, we know he can do it then, right? Let's see it. Taking the same run as the last time. So we'll see if he's going to switch that up so he can up his score a little bit. He's going to have to. He scored an 8.5 on his first run, which is a pretty good score for a run, right?
Absolutely.
Lots of tricks, too. He's got in a lot of tricks to get that 8.5. So he's going to have to step up the technicality a little bit, I think.
You know, he usually does throw in something different in a line at the end. You know, he'll just, in the last stop, New Jersey, did the nollie back 5, then he did the nollie. There it is.
Oh, gets away from him now.
Oh, it's a yard sale.
And as you said, there was the switch up.
There it was in the yard sale. Shoes are off. Everything's wild out there. His foot.
You know, and usually he's hard on himself, but he knew he was going for it. I see him smiling out there. That's a good sign. Score is in. 8.0 moves him up into third place. 1.8 behind Joslin. So with Chris Joslin up in the lead, the rookie, the SLS pick. We have best trick attempts coming up after this in the Super Crown. Stick around, it's gonna be nuts. Welcome back to the 2016 SLS Nike SB Super Crown World Championship. We're in the Galen Center. It's a great looking crowd. Let's take a look at our current standings. Chris Joslin up on top with an 18.2, followed by Shane O'Neill, 17.2, and Nyjah Huston. Incredible skateboarding from all 8 of these guys out here tonight. So many big tricks happening. And now, we're gonna throw it down to Andrew Cannon, who's with the chairman and founder of SLS, Rob Dyrdek.
That's right, I'm down here with Rob Dyrdek. Rob, tell me about it. Chris Joslin out there, rookie on the tour, crushing it.
Look, I think he just shook everybody. I mean, think about that, 2 9s for runs to start a contest. I don't think we've ever seen that before, and you can see in the other guys how shook they are that he has these 2 big scores. He's going to be really tough to beat.
Yeah, you could see that confidence as soon as he came out. What about this contest overall? This course is really different. How are you feeling about it?
Look, I think it's the course makes the contest, you know, and this is a really technical one. So we got guys flying off the center, but more than anything, we got really technical flip tricks and a handful of flip outs.
Absolutely. Do you have a pick for the win, Rob?
I don't like to pick, you know, but I'd like to see some of the old dogs who've been putting it down for years catch a championship, you know. If not, maybe a rookie.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for chatting with us. Back up to you guys.
Thank you very much, Andrew. Let's talk about the basics. How does this contest work? There are 2 sections, the Street League, the run section and the best trick section. We've already seen the runs. Now we've got 5 best trick attempts coming up, and the top 4 scores overall from the night count. Highest possible score is a 40, and Joslin's trying to get a 40 out here tonight. He's going for it.
Wouldn't that be something?
So, best trick attempt coming up. Number 1, Cody Mack. We've reshuffled the order. 8th place skater goes first, so you're going to see Joslin skate last. So he needs an 8.3 for first place to take the lead. But you remember, he'd have 3 scores already to Joslin's 2, so that's not really telling the whole story.
Oh, wow. He smashed that one down, the nollie big spin, but it is a trick we've seen a lot. Right, Chris? We've seen him do that particular trick a lot.
Yeah, he's probably the best at it, and so they give him an 8 even, though.
So 8.0 for Cody Mack. He's up in 2nd place, but he's the only skater with 3 scores. Next in, Ryan Decenzo, looking at a 7.4 for first.
Oh, nice. Now that's one we didn't see and we haven't seen so far. Gap to tail side. That's a low rail to gap out to tail. A lot of room for error, a lot of room for a bad slam. And here's that slow-mo. You can see that determination. Good pop. Locks in nicely. Slides a hurt out of that thing, but pulls it clean.
So Ryan Decenzo with an 8.2 moving into first place. Really nice start for best trick. Tom Asta up next. He's in 8th place. needs a 5.1 for first. A lot of lead changes before we get 4 scores on the board. That's going to happen.
It's just going to jump around for a little while. Let's see what he's got. Wow, he did that perfect. Switch stance heel flip, backside 5-0 down the hubba. That was a really good one, man. I hope the judges reward him for that.
And they do. 7.9. What do you think? Is that enough?
You know what? I feel like going flying off the end gives you some time to correct, some air time, right? But you do those tech tricks on the rails and hubbas, I think that's harder.
So Paul Rodriguez in 8th needs a 7.6, and then he could take the lead.
Oh, no. Switchback 3, just like from his Happy Place commercial. I was hoping we'd see that first try.
And that's a new trick for Paul too, right? One we haven't seen him do it at SLS.
And that's always exciting, man, when they bring something new.
So P-Rod going to hang around in 8th place for now. Luan in 7th needs a 7.5 for first.
Oh, how's that for an unconventional way of using the course? Just kick flips over a whole obstacle. Judges are going to score that one pretty good because they had a lot of speed, a lot of flat ground pop, a lot of quick pop. So there is a technicality to that, Chris, right? You have to snap so fast.
So fast. I mean, the concrete just got poured. It's not even broken in. So when you hit your tail or scrape your wheels or something, it's grippy, man.
Nyjah Huston coming in, 6.4, gets in first.
Oh, and there's that gap to nose blunt slide.
Wow.
Just to warm things up, to get it moving.
Yep, get the judges moving. What are they going to do with that?
Crowd doesn't know what's going on right now. Crowd's like, what is happening out there? These guys are insane. These guys are something else.
8.8 for Nyjah, and he is on top of the leaderboard. And Shane O'Neill will be in next. He's in 7th place. He has an 8.2 and a 9.0 on the board. So he is right there.
Yep. You know why he's right there? Because that long runway has time for thinking, man. Wow, switch tray flip slide. Nobody else is even doing that trick, you know? That trick is just so hard. Look at him just setting up. It's so backwards. You just end up in a pretzel on the handrail with your board just someplace else most of the time when you try something like that. 9 club, deservingly.
How many 9s are we going to see tonight?
So many, man. This course just... These guys got it, and that course breathes it.
Shane O'Neill moves into first place. So Chris Joslin gets his first best trick attempt right now. He's currently in 6th place, but he's the only guy with only 2 scores up right now.
Just turn him loose. Turn him loose.
Yeah, turn him loose. 8.1 gets him back into the lead.
Here he goes, hauling at that gap. Oh my gosh!
Did he need to try to go to fakie?
Yeah, like what do you do when you got all those tricks?
I guess you go to fakie.
Also, he's great with the airtime. He loves the altitude.
True Skate has replicated the first ever SLS Foundation course in game. The Tyndall Memorial Skate Park at Lake Havasu, Arizona. The design includes skatable pathways, kicker gaps, a backyard bowl, a competition float course, and wall rides around a palm tree. This course will be available for $1.99, and True Skate will be making a donation to the SLS Foundation to keep building skate parks around the world. So please download True Skate. So Shane O'Neill, our current leader here in the Super Crown Championships. More best trick attempts still to come. Stick around. Welcome back to the 2016 SLS Nike SB Super Crown World Championship. And so far, this has been one for the ages. What a night. NikeSB.com is your spot for the most recent shoe drops, team news, and all things Nike SB. Do you skate every damn day? Follow Nike SB on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter to stay in the know. To get your clips spotted on Instagram, upload your videos and tag Nike SB and use hashtag #CheckMeSB for a chance to be featured on the SB channels. So Shane O'Neill on top with a 26.2, followed by Nyjah Huston and Luan Oliveira. But once again, you know, some of these guys have 2 scores up, some have 3. 4 tricks overall count. You need to get 4 scores on the board. That's what we're looking at. Chris Joslin, who's put in some of the most impressive skating so far, is in 6th place because he only has 2 scores up right now. He bailed his first best trick attempt. Cody Mack coming in for his 2nd best trick attempt. Here we go.
Oh. Huge backside kickflip all the way to the flat. I still think he's going to need to step up some new tricks to really get up there. He needs some high scoring points, and he's yet to score a 9, Cody.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to just go out of his comfort zone and throw it out there.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to post up some good scores. He's going to get there, but it's not going to matter in the end once those dudes start getting tech. It's just going to bump down.
Cody moves into 2nd place, but he's the first guy to put 4 scores up, so it doesn't mean too much right now. Ryan Decenzo in, needs a 7.2 for first.
Oh, that would have been hammer time.
Yeah, just once you lean on the front, man, you get that wheel bite up on your front, and there's no stopping that.
Tom Asta, best trick attempt number 2. 5th place.
Wow, that was a great switch backside heel flip. I mean, he just does it so smooth, man. What do you think they're going to score?
Oh, it's a tough one, 6.9 there. I was going to say 7.1, but the judges are generally on point. Most of today, they've been really doing a great job.
6.9 is not bad to get up there, but once you try to, you know, get in the top 3, you're going to have to get those 8s.
P-Rod struggling, needs an 8.4 for 5th.
Wow, that was rad. He doesn't just go switch, he also goes nollie, folks. He also goes nollie. He's just, man, he's been training so hard. And it shows. It shows. I mean, there's a lot to go wrong in this trick, you know. If you lean back a little bit, it sticks. You lean forward a little bit, it shoots out.
So that 8.2 moves Paul into 6th place. Luan Oliveira looking at a 6.2 for first.
Oh, just misses the pop on that nollie hard flip to nose slide.
So Luan still with 3 scores up. Nyjah Huston has an 8.5, an 8.0, and an 8.8 posted. He wants to get this one to put 4 scores up.
Oh, way to go.
Wow.
He needs a 3.7 for first. I think we're going to see that.
Yeah, I think he got it.
That was nuts.
I think he got it.
Huge old kickflip to frontside board side.
9.3.
Wow.
Another 9, again and again.
So well deserved. I mean, look how far out that rail is.
Look how low that rail is, Chris, too. So much room for error of damaging your board, damaging yourself.
Totally kickflip all the way up and out and then drop all the way down onto the handrail.
Now we're talking. Nyjah Huston with that 9.3 moves into first place with 4 scores posted. He has a 34.6 overall score. To put it in perspective, last year's Super Crown was won with a 35.8, so it's right up there in the mix. Shane O'Neill falling on his attempt number 2. He was in the lead. He's dropped down into 3rd place. Chris Joslin looking to put his 3rd score up after such a strong start. Needs an 8.1 for 3rd.
It's a little squirrely. He got a little squirrely on his ride down, man. There's a whole lot of time from the top to the bottom that you just have to think, and you get inside your own head going all the way down there for that.
Especially at that speed too, right?
Ooh.
So this is the best trick. Attempt number 3 about to start. So 3 more tries per skater. And this is where it really starts to come down to the wire. Cody Mack on deck. He's in 4th place. He needs an 8.9 average for first place. That's a tall order.
Looks like he's going to get tech on this one. Oh, man. Nice. Very clean kickflip, switch kickflip, backside lip slide. Very well executed.
Accurate. Accuracy,
yeah.
Man. He just stomped that down. You heard it pop on the ground.
He really did. He did that so well.
As if they mic'd up the ground.
Cody Mack, 8.3, moving up into second place. Ryan Decenzo in 7th. He has 3 scores posted.
Oh,
man.
Getting stuck on that trick again. The frontside 360. A trick that he's so good at. So
Absolutely.
good at.
He usually lands that trick first try everywhere. But, I mean, the pressure is high out here.
Decenzo needs to put another score up. Tom Asta's in, needs an average of 9.0 for first. It's a complex situation.
Oh,
wow.
Man. You saw Shane grabbing his head up on the deck, man. That was gnarly. That trick would have done it.
So Paul Rodriguez needs an 8.9 average for first. I mean, these scores are so high already, and the pressure gets intense. They know they have to step up to such a high level. P-Rod coming in.
Man! And he does it! Dude, Naui crook, Naui heel flip out in a contest setting, and not only a contest setting, the contest setting.
Another 9.2. Paul Rodriguez up in the 9 club tonight.
Oh, that was bananas. That was a face melter. Look at that. Man, he just did that so well. I'm so happy for him.
So that 9.2 puts him into second place. This is the 9 show. Shall be forever known as the 9 show. Luan Oliveira coming in. Best trick, attempt number 3.
Oh, he doesn't like that one.
He's too good for that.
He's not used to falling off.
I know. He's got so much energy. It's like, what is he going to do with it if he's not landing?
Nyjah Huston, our current leader. He's got a 9.3 on his last try.
And he's not messing around. Oh!
No, he's not.
Taking the gap the whole distance and going over the rail also one step further. And that's what we talked about. If he wants to win this, he's going to have to just push his physical and his technical and all of his ability to its max.
Absolutely. And these guys are just getting so technical. It's tough to beat.
Shane O'Neill, 5th place, needs an 8.5 first.
Oh! Whoa! That did it. For sure. I can speak for the judges when I say that did it.
No question.
Switch big flip front board, just
9 club!
There it is. There it is.
This is incredible.
What an animal. 3 9s.
That is his 3rd 9 of the night.
I mean, when we were talking, fellas, we were talking about them all just posting 8s and 9s only, and that's how you're going to win it. And he's well on his way.
It's his 3rd 9 of the night.
Shane O'Neill in the lead. Chris Joslin still, he needs to post some scores. He started strong.
Oh. Man, I mean, it is just a enormous gap, especially to go fakie. I mean, you don't have much room.
So that is the end of best trick attempt number 3 of 5 for each of our Super Crown skaters. We're going to be back with the last attempts right after this. Stick around. Welcome back to the SLS Nike SB Super Crown World Championship This has been an insane night. We've seen 7 9s so far, and we still have 2 best trick attempts left. Let's take a look at our current standings. Shane O'Neill on top, followed by Nyjah Huston and Paul Rodriguez. Chris Cole, how would you deal with this pressure right now?
Right now, it's all on the line, right? You already made the finals. Go out there and just hammer it down. You need 9s. You don't need 8s. You don't need 7s. You need 9s.
You need 9s. So the battle right now is between Shane and Nyjah for first, essentially. P-Rod can still win, but he needs a 9.9. I mean, it is getting tough. Some of these guys are already, I mean, they have to make 2 huge tricks, and there's 2 tries left. So here we go. There's Shane O'Neill. He's our current leader. He's put in an 8.2. He's put in a 9, a 9, and a 9. And that is insane. Nyjah Huston in second place. He has an 8.5, an 8.8, and a 9.3. And this has been so heavy. What a night. $150,000 for first place. And Cody Mack coming in for his 4th of 5.
Oh, wowza. Huge switch kick flip. He did that so well.
He did, man. That trick doesn't go off of bumps very easily, man. The nose goes too high. It's really hard to get the nose back down after it goes that vert.
And that's a lot of speed you need to get to clear that gap. So to do it switch, big deal.
Yeah,
it's a big deal.
Decenzo coming in, needs a 9.7 average just for 3rd place.
Oh man, robbed.
I just feel bad, man. I would just throw him a bone, give him the frontside flip.
Just count it.
Yeah, why not?
All right, Tom Asta needs a 9.8 average for 2nd. I mean, can that be done?
Dude, it was real.
That did just happen, right?
That just happened. Look at that smile on his face. I'll have a smile on my face too, man. I wish I could be along for that ride.
9 club.
Yeah, Tom.
The 8th of the night.
Never had a 9 club before, and there he is.
Beautiful.
And well deserved. Look at that trick, man. That is hard.
Up next, Paul Rodriguez. Still looking for his first Super Crown win. He needs a 9.9 to move into first.
No.
Wow.
Oh, he just did that trick so many times in practice, just back to back to back. And the way that you wanted to see it too, just as pro D as P-Rod is.
Luan Oliveira needs a 9.6 average for first. He's in 6th place.
Oh, wow. Flat ground backside flip over that. How far is that, Paul?
Might as well be 100 feet.
It's 6, 8 feet.
Yeah,
Big.
he's so springy, man. He's just a springy fella.
Gets a 9.1. He's in the 9 club tonight.
Again and again.
The speed and the catch that it takes for that one. All street, all the time right there.
Nyjah Huston up next. Needs an 8.7 for first, well within his range.
Oh! Just over-rotates that backside flip a little. Didn't quite catch it with both of the feet.
Shane O'Neill, our leader. He is trying to better an 8.2 to increase his lead.
Oh my! Yeah, that's a 9. That's a 9. I'm about to walk to the judges stand and start turning buttons.
My face is melted. It's on the floor.
9.4!
Oh.
There it is.
The ninth
There it is.
9 of the night.
Look at him just go. Nollie tray flip front board. It looks like he just owns this handrail. He just owned the course.
So Chris Joslin needs an average 9.2 for first.
With that speed. Yes!
Ah, it's a fakie!
I'm so happy he made it. I'm so happy.
The crowd is going absolutely bananas.
He is such a crowd pleaser, man. He just, like, everybody's behind him. Everybody wanted that to be made.
9.5! 10th 9 of the night.
Deserving, man. That's 16 feet to fakie. Like, everybody in the crowd just won.
All right, so Joslin moves his way up into 7th place, but he still only has 3 scores on the board. Still in contention for the win.
We are about to go into our last attempt on the contest.
Joslin can win with an 8-8. Nyjah can win with a 9-9 in the final attempts. Shane O'Neill sitting in the top spot, poised to win the Super Crown and $150,000. Cody Mack on deck. Needs a 9.6 for 2nd place and 25 grand.
Oh, wow, he did just do that. What is going on right now? These guys are on a whole nother level.
It's in the air.
This is elite pro skateboarding at its peak.
This is the best I've ever seen it. Nightclub!
Look at the speed, pops off. Look at it, whaps his foot around, catches it. That was something special.
Good for him, man. That was great. And a 9.3 for it. Well deserved, man. That's speed alone.
Puts Cody in 3rd place. Ryan Decenzo down in 8th place. Just trying to move up into 7th place. 8.7. He can do that.
Oh, wow. I think he was going for a kickflip late shove it.
Yeah, the weird way.
Yeah, I was going to say the hard way, right?
Yeah, nobody kickflip late shove it that direction.
Not that far and that fast neither.
No, not at all.
Tom Asta needs a 10 for 3rd place.
Oh.
Not going to get it. I think a 10 might be possible here tonight. If it's ever going to happen, might as well be now.
If it's ever going to happen, it's probably going to be Shane.
That's true. So Paul Rodriguez, he needs a 9.3 for 2nd place. He's currently in 4th. 2nd place will get him 25 G's. Here we go, B-Rod.
No! No!
Up next, Luan Oliveira. He cannot win. He needs a 9.5 for 2nd place.
Oh, big bag in frontside kickflip. Crowd like to see that one.
He flips so fast.
8.3. Moves Luan into 4th. Now here's the deal. 3 skaters left. Shane O'Neill is in 1st place. Nyjah Huston's on deck. He still can win, but he needs a 9.9. He's in 2nd. It's the difference in 125 grand.
Oh! And he misses it again, the backside flip. That's not like him. We don't usually see him miss tricks like that 3 times in a row.
So, Shane O'Neill poised to win. Shane O'Neill's on deck. He needs to better a 9.0 to increase his lead over Chris Joslin.
You know what? If anybody can do it, it's him. Oh, wow. Switch flip back nose blunt. That's, I mean, it's just like him to try something like that.
All right, listen up, guys. There's 1 skater left. Final best trick of the night here in the Super Crown. Chris Joslin. He needs an 8.8 for the win and $150,000. He's currently in 7th place.
Here we go. So much speed. What's he doing?
Oh!
That's it. It's a Shane win.
And Shane O'Neill is your new Super Crown World Champion. $150,000 And the Super Crown trophy goes to Shane O'Neill. What a year!
So deserving, man.
What a
Look at
night
those scores.
for Shane O'Neill. Never seen anything like it. A final score of 36.4. Let's go down to Andrew, who's standing by with Shane right now.
Shane, it all came down to the last trick right there. You tried the switch flip back nose blunt. What was going through your head on that last attempt?
I thought Chris was gonna land something else. You say that alley-oop ollie, like I can't believe he just did that, and I got lucky right now, so can't believe it.
What does this Super Crown victory mean to you here tonight?
I'm so stoked. Like, just practicing a lot and skating a lot, and me and Paul have been skating so much more than ever, so I'm hyped.
Congratulations, well deserved. You're Super Crown World Champion, Shane O'Neill. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Andrew. What an insane final. Nines all over the place, and Shane O'Neill taking it. We'll be back after this. The SLS Nike SB Super Crown World Championship has been brought to you by Nike SB, and in part by GoPro, the world's most versatile camera, and by Monster Energy. Welcome back. We're inside the Galen Center. We just saw some of the greatest skateboarding of all time here tonight. And Shane O'Neill, your 2016 SLS champ. Now let's take a look at the monster making the cut. Here's your highest scored, monster highest scored trick. Chris Joslin, blindside, ollie to fakie, 9.5. That's your monster highest scoring trick of the night. Wow. There's a look at the final leaderboard, guys. Well, I mean, what do you have to say?
That was groundbreaking. That was a groundbreaking Super Crown. Look at the level of those tricks, Chris.
I mean, that was just insane, especially Shane. Shane just crushed it out there. And I knew from his preparation that if he didn't get inside his own head and go mental, he had it.
Wow, so a completely insane competition tonight and a great year. Congratulations to Shane O'Neill. He's the 2016 SLS champion. And that's a wrap for the 2016 SLS series. So from all of us at SLS, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next year.